This is a under-counter unit that is what we call a UH300. This is an M4 series, so it's a 4th generation unit. What's unique and really cool about it is that it's a cold water feed. So instead of having hot water come in, it carries a lot of lime deposits and can clog up the pipelines, the heaters, the tank, the rinse booster, and really mess up the system. And it also forces the operator to really be hyper vigilant on deliming. This one doesn't require the level of deliming that the others do. You still want to delime them. And again, if you have us do it, that's great. We'd love to help you. If you don't have us do it, at least have somebody do it. So the model tags are always on the inside cover. Generally speaking, if you can't find them, they're also, of course, on the exterior as well. What's nice about the access on this is that you can take the front cover, it just really kind of hangs in position and it's held in by 2 screws. It pops right off, it provides the access, and this main control panel and this relay, there's one little nut bolt here that you can loosen, and this entire control panel will swing out of the way so you can reach inside. Same thing with the pumps. This unit itself here will give you a constant display. It does 2 fills. So what'll happen is it'll initially fill, you'll hear it heat. It'll heat up the rinse booster heater to 185 degrees. The rinse booster heater is right down there, under here. I'm touching it. Anyway, it'll get to 185 degrees and it will fill that to a minimum level. It has a water level sensor right up in here. It's physically right about there on the inside panel. And what it will do is it'll fill one time, refill, drop the temperature down, and it'll have to go all the way down back to 120 degrees when it's filling. Then it'll heat all the way up to 185 degrees and then refill again. And so after that, it will level off, recognize the temperature. Then it will continue to bring the wash temperature, which is right here, north of 150. Now this is still in the heat up phase. So your rinse heat is not 180 yet. It's still on its way to getting there. You can see the status indicator light blinking. So it's telling you, I'm not ready to be operated. That will go off as soon as it's ready to be operated. Now, you can actually hear it now. It's on its 2nd refill. From cold startup to ready, it's about a half an hour worth of time. You can see how the rinse temperature is rising on the display. You can actually hear it injecting water. And as soon as it's done filling, I'll open the door and I'll show you the water level. But this is working perfectly. You see her status is no longer blinking in standby. It's no longer in standby status. It's ready to go. And it's leveling off. You can hear it kind of fill, recover, fill, recover. So it's leveling out right now. And you can kind of see the water level. Right now it's kind of hard for you to see it, but you can see it's just below that basket drain in the back. This is filled by a rinse pump that will automatically fill it. And right now, if that water level was to go too high, the rinse pump will drain because it has a diverter in it. So what'll happen is that'll just pick it up, the water, and dump it right out on the floor level. So that's how this one works. It's pretty straightforward. So right now, I'll press the button. You see she's going into wash now. And you can see the wash temperature is where it needs to be. The rinse temperature is only showing it's static. That's because it's not injecting rinse water right now. It's just running wash. You can hear it, it's running. This one has pyroclitic pumps. This is your detergent chemical pump. And then you'll see this run just a little bit. This is your rinse agent pump. One thing about commercial units is that on a high temp machine, meaning it's washing above 160 degrees, or I don't know, 150 degrees specifically, and rinsing at 180 or north of that. Anyway, the detergent does the cleaning and the heat does the sanitizing and all that. The rinse agent helps it dry faster. It allows the water to bead and run off the plates. Because your wash cycle in a commercial dishwasher is about 4 minutes, 5 minutes. You can have different selections. You can see on this one here, I'm pointing to it. your standard cycle, your heavy duty, and then your super heavy duty. So you can select your time frames on some of these machines. So the operator can choose to set the time. You might have pots and pans, for example, that are embedded with dirt. In this particular case, this is operated in a bar. So it's mostly glassware that goes through it. Some silverware, but mostly glassware. They're just drinking utensils. You don't have any pots and pans that you've been cooking in. So you don't have a lot of food product and petroleum items that are adhered to anything. This is just glassware. So you only need a short cycle. But this will complete its wash cycle with chemical detergent, and then it will go into a rinse. On its timing sequence, it's right about due to go into rinse right now. And Champion makes a fantastic under-counter unit. This is really great for bar use, glassware use, daycare centers that don't have super high volume of pots and pans. So this particular model and manufacturer is ideal for this application. You can see right now it's going into rinse, it's idle, and it's in dwell right now, which is about a 15-second dwell. Now you can see it rinsing. The temperature's going up because it's injecting rinse water, and it sees that high temperature. There's not enough water in there yet to force it to drain. And you can see the floor drain right there, and there's no water coming out of it because the water level, you can kind of hear it. You see how the recirculation pump is running, but it's not dumping any water because it doesn't have too much water in it yet. But it will soon enough. After about 4 or 5 cycles, it's normal to start seeing some water come out the drain because it sees too much water in it, and it'll bring that level down. It's designed to do that. First of all, the M4s are designed to not drain at all under any circumstances until you power it off. Once it's powered off, it has an automatic drain cycle, and so that rinse pump that we're talking about that typically fills, there's an internal diverter that flips so that when that pump, the very same pump, kicks in, it will drain the machine out. However, right now, it doesn't have a high water level. Again, that water level switch, there's a little disc right here. It's located right behind, literally right behind here. So to get this cover off to see inside it, you can remove this control panel with two Phillips screws right here and here. But also there's 2 Phillips screws on the back of this panel, and this entire horseshoe cover will slide right back and it'll provide that access for you. Because it's designed not to drain, it'll keep rinsing and filling until it does get too much water, then it will jump. Now, you can see our temperatures were good. Now I'm getting ready to power it down, and you can see the floor drain over that way. Now we're gonna turn the switch off, cuts the power, and now the system is gonna say, okay, I'm gonna drain. And you can see it draining. So again, this is the same rinse pump that fills the machine. It's just going through a diverter valve. So instead of filling back into the tank, it's allowing it to drain out. And it will continue. You can see how it's cavitating right now. You can actually kind of hear the cavitation where it's completely drained. The cycle is not ready yet, so it's still doing its thing. That blinking green light tells you I'm still draining. And from the cavitation that's occurring, you can kind of hear it starting and stopping, because that cavitation is tricking the system into seeing more water than is really there. Once that is completely drained, the cavitation will stop. So that's the short list of the UH 330.